Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Since my last video, I've gotten like 30 or 40 more subscribers. I'm very happy, and I certainly hope that you guys are just as happy looking at my more than 140 banknote and coin videos. Today I'm going to share with you a topic that I've kind of shared before, only before it's been land tortoises or turtles that live on land. And today I'm going to share with you a video on sea turtles. And I've got them identified where I could easily find them. If you can add to my listing here, if you can correct or cuss or discuss the turtles that are on the notes I'm sharing with you tonight, please do so. Please like and subscribe if there's something that you are particularly enjoying about my channel. I appreciate the support. And we'll just go ahead and get started. The first note I'm going to share with you that has a turtle on it is this East Caribbean Central Bank $5. And this is the turtle that appears on this note. It is a it's an anonymous turtle. It looks like it's probably a green turtle, a green sea turtle, but none of my resources actually specified the kind of turtle on this note. And speaking of resources, I use Krause, I use the banknote book, I use numista.com, and I did look up some stuff on Wikipedia as well. And when I could find out information, I'd pass it on. There is nothing on the back of this note that further requires it to be included in this collection. The next note I'm going to share with you is a polymer banknote, and it is a polymer note from Nicaragua. And you can see the reason for its inclusion on this note. Over here to the left, we have a couple of turtles here. And they are, again, considered to just be a anonymous turtle. But I thought maybe I could figure out by going online and guessing which turtles like to frequent Nicaragua, and that didn't help me at all because 5 of the 8 species of sea turtles like to lay eggs on the beaches of Nicaragua. So what we have is we have a see-through image, 2 see-through images of sea turtles. Beautiful polymer note. And then when you flip them over, you see them on the right-hand side. That's amazing. So there we go, another anonymous set of turtles. The third note I'm going to share with you is actually an interesting note because it's from Solomon Islands. And that in and of itself is an exotic note, but this is a $40 face value banknote. It is a polymer note as well, and it was issued to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Solomon Islands. And what do they show? They show another of vignettes, but they show a sea turtle right here. And that's all they describe it as, is a sea turtle. So that's a little disappointing. I was hoping that there would be a little bit more representation of the sea turtles of the world on these notes. And here, right out of the gate, I'm sharing with you anonymous turtles of the sea on these banknotes. This third note, or this fourth note I'm sharing with you, is a Bermuda banknote, and it's a $10, and it's their most recent series. It's considered to be a hybrid because this part is polymer, but the rest of the note is paper. There's a portrait of the Queen there in the bottom corner, and what I really like about this note, even though I have it upside down for you, is the fact that the serial number has a little onion in the prefix instead of your traditional prefix. Definitely one of the more unusual serial number notes you can find. Up here in this corner is the see-through register or the offset register, which lines up with a similar feature on the other side of the note. When they line up like that, you have a reasonable assurance that this is not a note that has been photocopied. This is a random sea turtle note, though, and if you guys can add to our knowledge with what's on it, I certainly would appreciate it. The next note I'm sharing with you is, surprise, another random note, but it is from Madagascar, and it's honestly from the Ghastly Current series. This is the ugliest family of banknotes I have come across. And of course, I have one of them all because I enjoy having banknotes, whether they're ugly or not. And one of the things I like about this banknote is the sea turtle over here in the bottom corner. Unique in its ghastliness, it still has some of the most current anti-counterfeiting features that you can find on modern banknotes. It has everything but pretty designs. Sorry if you're from Madagascar, but your older stuff is way prettier. Okay, these are sea turtles that I'm getting ready to show you, but they're a little different. This is actually an old tin one from Korea, from South Korea. And it's dated, it came out in 1953, so South Korea was a relatively new country at this point. But the vignette on the right-hand side of the note is actually their kabuksan, or their turtle boat, which Admiral Lee Sun-shin, or Yi Sun-shin, successfully used to repel a Japanese invasion from the sea by Hideyoshi and his men. So it is a sea turtle, so it is included here. And I also have a second Korean note that actually shows a better view of the sea of the kabuksan, or the turtle boat. And the Confucian scholar to the fore is actually Admiral Lee Sun-shin. So what's interesting is this is the first iron-plated battleship in the world. At least that's how the Koreans present it. And I rarely have heard, if I've ever heard anybody try to refute that fact. So a couple of unique sea turtles in the middle of this turtle exhibit. Now we can move on to some turtles that are actually identified. This 20 Bolivares of Venezuela has 2 turtles on it. And the note itself says Tortuga Cari, which means a hawksbill turtle. And whenever I looked this up on the internets, I found that the Latin name for a hawksbill turtle is an Eretmochelis imbricata. A lovely rendition of them on this note. And we go from Venezuela all the way to the Middle East, and we find another beautiful banknote with a sea turtle on it. And this is also a hawksbill turtle, so it's another view of an Eretmochelis imbricata. I like this one. It looks almost like a photograph on the note, and it certainly belies the impression I've always had of Kuwait being just a desert. Absolutely beautiful. And it makes sense that there would be sea life and beauty on this note, because it is coastal. And even when I spent time in Egypt on the Sinai Peninsula in the port, or the town of Sharm el-Sheikh, I even saw giant sea turtles while I was there. They were big enough, y'all, that I decided that even Ben Swaggerty was not going to get into the water. We're going to move from Kuwait to the Seychelles. And the Seychelles 10 rupees I have here actually is said to have a hawksbill turtle on it as well. Can you see it? We have the coconut palms here, maybe the coco de mer. We have beautiful fish here, and then right here we have an offset register, so a similar note to that of our Bermuda banknote. When you turn the note over, you can see there's the image here in the offset register, but over in the bottom right hand corner we have a splendid sea turtle there, and it's said to be a hawksbill turtle. So here's another example of an Eretmochelis imbricata. We're moving to Brazil, and you may have noticed I put all the Korean notes together, and I'm trying to put all the Brazilian notes together because a suggestion made to me by one of my subscribers was stop hopping around, group them all together so that we can look at them all from the same country. So I've managed to do so. I have 2 of the 2 Reis of Brazil, and you know they have similar concepts and everything, but some different designs. When you look at the back of this one, it's a vertical design, and you see it says Tartaruga Marina, and that's not Spanish, that's actually Portuguese. And there's a lovely view of a turtle right there, and then beneath it are 3 little tiny turtles swimming. And this note is actually a hawksbill turtle as well. And so we have another example of an Eretmochelis imbricata. Beautiful note. You can almost see that turtle going, hurry up and take the picture. So let's get rid of that one and look at a more recent generation of this 2 Reis banknote. Same colors, same motifs, and on the back, a repeat of the motifs. This time we have a different view of a Tortuga marina, and just a couple of little tiny turtles over there, along with a starfish. Lots of motifs on this note. And again, this is supposed to be a hawksbill turtle, so another E imbricata. Beautiful banknote. We're going to move from there back to the east, and I'm going to share with you now a banknote of Malaysia. This is a 20 ringgit. It's a beautiful note. I've always enjoyed the hibiscus flower. Perhaps hibiscus flowers should be a topic of a future video as well. There's such a variety of them on banknotes from around the world. But here on the back it looks like a turtle breaking the fourth wall. I mean, that one is eyeballing you. It's probably a good thing that turtles are not hunters of man, because it looks like he has his eye on me for dinner instead of the other way around. And what we have here on this Malaysian note is we have the hawksbill turtle right here, which is the Eretmochilus imbricata. And over here we have a leatherback turtle, which is a Dermochilus coriacea. And there may be some other depictions of a leatherback turtle on a banknote, but I certainly don't have any of them. And I think it's possibly unique, unless you know of some other banknotes that have leatherback turtles on them. Now, the list I'm showing you is by no means complete, so if you can add to it, please comment and do so. Like and subscribe to my channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I'm not done, though. I have a couple more notes for you. We're moving to South America again with this banknote of Aruba. This is Aruba's most current 10 Florin banknote, and you can see up here in the corner that we have a turtle. And it's not an offset register, because when you turn it over, there is no corresponding turtle. It's just a note decoration. But on the back of the note, we have a turtle. And he's a rather sedate looking fella. And this turtle is actually a, let's see if I was able to find information on it. This turtle is actually misidentified as a green turtle, or a Tortuga Blanco. But whenever you look that up, it talks about how a Tortuga Blanco, or a green turtle, although it sounds like it should be white turtle to me, is actually a freshwater turtle that lives in Central America. This is not a freshwater turtle, folks. This is probably a misidentified green sea turtle, which would make it a Chelonia mitis. A pretty little turtle. And I'm sure it would like to debate me as to what it really is called. And if somebody is a better turtler than I am, by all means, step up to the identification plate. And to round up my short video of sea turtles is my 500 dobras from St. Thomas and Principe. Now, there is a Portuguese way to say this, and I think the Portuguese way to say it is São Tomé e Príncipe, and I'm pretty sure I did not say that right, so please do not hold me accountable for my horrible mispronunciations. I'm just relieved that some of us can still use the old official English name of the country rather than the new official Portuguese name of the country. And what we have in the middle of the face of this note is a beautiful green sea turtle. So we have a Chelonia mitis right here in the center of the note. Well, what do you think, guys? Is sea turtles on a note something that inspires more than an appetite? Is this something that inspires more than crazy shaped glasses from the 1950s? Do you think more about combs that go in your hair made out of tortoiseshell? Or do you think about the struggle that the world has trying to maintain the population of these noble beasts? Either way, they all inspire and inform the fact that I like to collect banknotes that have the theme of sea turtles. Please watch this video and then watch my video on tortoises and let me know what you think. I am Benjamin. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.